Hey guys, welcome to part 3, Lessons for Consistency. So excited to get into this final part regarding the pivot. And if you have not watched lesson 1 and lesson 2, make sure you watch those. They are absolutely game changing. You're going to lower your scores, I promise. So let's stop wasting any time and get right into it. There are 3 pivots regarding the golf swings, and we have the putting pivot, pitching pivot, and then the full swing. In this video, we are going to be going over the putting pivot, one of the easiest but misunderstood movements in the golf swing. And so what I have is I got my cup about 5 feet away from me. You get a couple balls just in case you miss a putt. And what it is it's simply going to be a motion where the lead shoulder is going to work down to the ground, and I call it high to the sky. The reason I like the down to the ground, high to the sky motion is because it keeps the club face pointing right down the target line the entire time, and the ball has no choice other than to go right at your target and start. You got to putt, straight putt, right at the hole. So a couple of keys here is you want to make sure when you set up, I like to have my feet about shoulder width apart. We're seeing the insteps travel up my hips, run through my shoulders, and then I have the other side doing the same thing. I'm also going to have my ball position, it'll be slightly left of center for a right-hander. That's going to ensure that as the club comes into the golf ball, it's ascending into the golf ball just a little bit, and that helps the ball get off to a rolling start. It doesn't skid, hop, and then start rolling, because that can create some inconsistent putts and rolls on the golf course when you're on the putting green. So we're going to practice this one time, and I'm going to hold the putter in one hand. So first, you want to make sure you got 2 hands on there so you know exactly where your trail hand's going to go. And then I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to put it on my right shoulder. I'm going to make the left shoulder go down and then up, down, and then up. Then you're going to pull a ball in, and you're going to hit your putt down and then up, and you're going to hit your putt right in the hole. Left shoulder goes down and then up, face of the club pointing right down the target line. You're going to make more birdies and save all those pars. Pivot number 2 is the pitching pivot. And this one is going to really help you start to move into solid contact with your pitching, 2, your full swing with your irons, and feel that centeredness of hit on the face of the club, compressing the golf ball and making sure you're launching that in the air, getting away from all those fat shots and the thin shots that we just don't really like at all. So the setup for this is you can do it 2 ways. If you have noodles like this is just priceless to be able to do that, because it makes it really, really easy to have an understanding and reference point for how you're doing with your pivot, where your weight is, and where you're finishing your golf swing. If you don't, you can always put alignment sticks down on the ground, and these will work pretty good just as well. So let's go ahead and get into the motion. You're going to start out, and your right hand, for a right-hander, will go on the left shoulder. Left hand's going to go on the right shoulder. And you're going to rotate your upper body, your core, and the center of gravity is going to get closer to the noodle on the right side of your body. You're seeing the hip, right hip, work back. I'm not going to be the person who's going to move sideways. That's telling me that I did a reverse pivot, weight went to my left foot, and now we're in a little bit of trouble. So I'm simply going to rotate my core. My weight travels over, kind of instep back towards the heel of my trail foot, my right foot. And then from there, my pelvis is going to be moving, transferring weight to the left, to the lead side, and then it rotates and finishes over top of my lead foot, my left foot. And now I'm closer to the noodle on the other side of my body, and I've created a lot of space between the noodle on the right side and the right side of my body. That's telling me that I transferred my weight to my left target side, and the divot, the low point of the swing, got left of the golf ball, and you created backspin. Now, the key to this drill is making sure that as you swing through, that you initiate and start the downswing with motion and movement of your lower body to the left. You don't want to try and just go with your upper body and leave the hips back there. That's going to create some inconsistency, and the sequence of your golf swing, of the movement of your body, is going to get out of order, and that'll actually hurt you in your golf swing. So we set up, cross the arms, right hand on left shoulder, left hand on right shoulder. I'm in my good posture. Turn back, shoulder points down to the ground. Movement of your lower body to the left. And on the through swing, checkpoints you can have are trail knee touching left, touching the lead knee, and right shoulder, trail shoulder, lower to the ground than the left. That is a phenomenal drill to do, and you can do it inside for improving the pivot of your golf swing for your pitch, and it's also going to move us into our full swing. So let's get into the full swing right now. Pivot number 3, full swing pivot for lessons for consistency. We are finally here at the final piece of the puzzle, and all you need is going to be a driver or even a broomstick, something long that you could put on your shoulder blades, just like this. And you always want to make sure whenever you're doing these pivots that you want to get into good posture where we know the hips are going to go back, we know the knees are going to be relaxed, and our spine, tailbone, back of the skull, everything is in line with each other, and you're ready to make your full swing pivot. So go ahead, put the driver on the shoulder blades, get it into my good posture, and I'm going to make a full turn back. Now, when I do this, I'm trying to get the grip of the club, or if the club head's over there, the club head over top of the instep of your trail foot. So for a right-hander, that's going to be over top of the right foot. You're seeing the right hip travel back. It's okay if it does that. The bigger the swing that you're going to make, the more your trail hip, right hip for a right-hander is going to work back. It's okay. So I'm here, into the backswing, and then again, we're going to do our transition. There's movement with the pelvis, taking weight to your left side, your lead side, and then there's the unwinding. And for the full swing, you're going to focus on having the right side, the grip or club head on the right side, on the trail side of your body, finishing closer to the target than the left. So from down the line, it's going to look like this. Setting up, turning back. You're seeing me well. I'm staying in my posture. You're going to be staying in your posture, making sure you're consistent with that. And then through. And what you want to make sure you do is as you go through that you finish what I call all the time with the lessons in front of me is left foot and right toe. And for the left-hander, it would be right foot and left toe. So we've now completed the putting pivot, left shoulder, lead shoulder down to the ground, high to the sky. The pitching pivot, left shoulder over top of trail foot, right shoulder over top of lead foot, left foot, right toe. And then the full swing over top of the trail foot, closer to the target than the trail side. Let's go ahead, hit a shot, see how it works. And it's time to putt.